Today we are going to talk about Mazdas. This is one of those models that have been dominating the Kenyan market and the car scene for a while. So for example, the Mazda Cx5, it has outsold most of its competitors in Kenya. Na tukiangalia why, you just can't hit the brand. Tuanzie na this redesigned look, the Kodo design. It looks spectacular. From the front, the back, the sides, every angle of this particular model was designed in such a way that it just appeals to you. Ini gari huwezi choka kukua ndani na nje yake. So what makes this particular model special? This is the 2017 model and it is the second generation of its lineup. In the second generation, from 2016 to 2018, there was a slight revision from Mazda whereby they fixed a lot of the earlier issues and the minor issues in the electronics, in the driving terrain, in the infotainment section. Kuliwanga na a bit of glitches here and there, but Mazda revised that, and since then kumekuwa na fewer issues since then ya electronics and those other issues that they fixed. In terms of its reliability, it's like the new Toyota in the market. Watu wengi hudhani Toyota is actually ni cheap to maintain, but ukiingia into these upper models, for example the newer RAV4s ukipanda juu, the cost of repairs of the RAV4s ukicompare na CX5 ni slightly similar. So this is the 2017 CX5 full spec, and let's dive into it. Focusing on the face of this particular model, let's start off with the lovely grille system. So this is called the signature wing grille, whereby it incorporates the design of the Mazda badging, where inakaa to wings. I think mumwana hii design also in Mercedes. They may try to make their grille system similar to their logo. So in this part, it's the badging of this particular model, and to make this part even better, they have incorporated a radar system here yenye inasaidia ku prevent collisions. We have the 4 parking sensors at the front, we have the daytime running lights, we have the LEDs at the lights, we have fog lights down below, we have these plastic guards at the bottom whereby zinasaidianga ku reduce scraping whenever you're driving in rough terrain. And this particular model looks elegant. We have this chrome strip as well wenye inakaa similar to the Mazda badging hiyo wing design, and ukiangalia even the bonnet shape of this particular model inakaa too sexy. You just appreciate the look of this particular vehicle. I forgot to mention one thing. This isn't a typical Mazda. This is the full spec version, whereby ukicompare hii Mazda na the other Mazdas that you'll see on the road, this is a higher trim, whereby we have the 19-inch alloy wheels. In the lower trims, you'll find the 17-inch alloy wheels. Overall, in the exterior, hakuna differences major sana between the lower trim and the higher trims, whereby the lower trims sana if zina lack features kama the fog lights, ziko na lower wheels and hazina features kidogo tu kwa the lights and the sensing technology. But the look wise, hauwezi jua difference. So if you want to trick someone, unaweza danganya uko na full spec, unaweza ujiwekea leather seats, unaweza ujiwekea hizo vitu zote, but most of the differences ziko ndani ya gari. Nje not that much. So ni ngumu kujudge kama ni full spec or not. But in this particular model unaweza jua from the looks of it, since even from the roof we have a sunroof on top, we have the side indicators, hizo zingine pia ziko na side indicators, we have the chrome strip on the doors, and plastic guard imerun to the rear of this particular model. Under the hood of the Mazda Cx5, we only have 3 types of engine options. We have the 2.2 liter diesel, the 2 liter petrol, and the 2.5 liter petrol. And in order to kujua gani ni petrol na gani ni diesel, you can just check the back. Okay, imeandikwa Sky Active G, ama basically imeandikwa tumeacha tu Sky Active. That's mostly a petrol. D, Sky Active D inakuanga ya diesels. Ukipata Sky Active X ni petrol bado. Ukianza pata E Sky Active, which are the hybrid options. Kuna many Sky Actives, but in this CX5 2017, mostly in Kenya, utapata the Sky Active D and the Sky Active Evo 2 Sky Active, unless imeandikwa Sky Active G, which sasa ndio the petrol variant. Under the hood sasa hapa kuna 2.2 liter turbocharged inline 4 6-speed automatic, very powerful vehicle, 173 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. Unajua unaweza kuwa ukishangaa how come the horsepower figures are so low, but Mazda focuses on their lower end torque. So hii particular vehicle inaweza push further. Kwanza diesels zinapenda safari refu, so that's why tumekuwa tukiona social media watu wengi wamechukua Mazdas wakaenda road trips up to South Africa and back, and Kenya tu labda wamekuwa wakifanya majorly ni oil na kutop up the oils, coolants, and also kuongeza tu pressure za tire. Otherwise gari hazijawaletea shida. Reliability of this CX5s nisema tu ni 80% perform well in the market. The 20% ndo tumekuwa tukisikia the major issues, but if I could put off from getting this lovely model. At the rear of the Mazda CX5 iko na vumbi kidogo, but apart from that, we have the Cx5 badge right here, we have the Mazda badge right here, and we have the Sky Active D badge right here, which hii sasa ndo nilisema inaonyesha ni diesel. Ukitaka kuangalia the lights, we have the brake light on top right here, and then we have the LED lights yenye iko na hii design ya mpya. We have the reflectors at the bottom, and then here sasa ukikuja kwa hizi, these are the parking sensors that you will find right here. We have the two chrome exhausts zenye ziko hapo na pale, which remind me of the Jaguar F-Pace, and I really like it. So tukiingia hapa chini kabisa, right here at the bottom, we have the 360 view degree camera right here, which inakusaidia in parking, and we also have the lights to illuminate your number plate hapo chini. Tukitaka kufungua hii trunk, you just press this button and then inajifungua. Since this is an electric tailgate, inside we have this very lovely boot cover, which I don't mind at all in this particular model. Najua nimekuwa nikisema I hate them, but venye hizi zina open up, I really appreciate it. Spendi vitu zina feel ni kazi na block sana. Hapa sasa we have the levers whereby you can use them to drop down your seats just like that. And inside sasa hapa we have this lovely trunk space that you can see. We have this lower lip hapa yenye watu wengi hawaipendi, wanapenda tu kuweza kudrag vitu nje, but personally that's a very slight inconvenience. Underneath here we have your toolbox whereby ukiweza fold this part and then uinue hii, unaongeza further access to your tools, and that's it in the rear. Hapa sasa ndo kando tuko na 12 volt socket, so kama mko outdoors unaweza plug in your cooler or a sound system if you so wish, and that's it. To close this tailgate, you can just push the button and unaweza ifinya we stop at any height possible. But since we are closing it, it's the fastest, but at least unaweza ifinya alafu uendange ukiwasha gari. So unaweza fungulia pia the trunk using the button right here, this one. Unaweza ifinya tu and then the trunk inajifungua. In the interior of the Mazda CX5, what makes this particular vehicle a full spec ni the bits and pieces that were added, the luxury bits and pieces that were added in this particular model. So we have the leather trims whereby unazipata kwa the dash, on the doors, the seats, and also down here kwa the glove box, going onwards to the center console up to this storage whereby they feel a bit premium. We also have these wooden trims right here on the doors, and hizo tu zinaongeza ladha ya hii gari. On the seats we have the perforated leather whereby ziko heated and electrically adjustable, making this particular vehicle inaongezeka tu the premium feeling. We have a sunroof as well on the top here whereby inaongeza tu hiyo premium feel. And okay, appreciate where you are 3.5 million it's going. Yes, sahi Kenya taxes ziko juu sana, but ukibai vitu kama ukiona vitu kama hizi unaona yenyewe haugongwi bei. So let's go onwards. In order to power your vehicle you need to use the key fob whereby unaifinyilia tu ndani. So once you turn it on from the driver's side, niko sure hapo hamwezi ona vizuri, but I'll try to capture it. Right here we have an overhead display. Right here ni the screen sasa yenye Mazda walitupatia. The design language of Mazda haija change kuongea ukweli. We have this small screen at the top. Ikwangi the largest, but watu wengi hawapendi ma screens excessively kwa simu. Wanapenda practical things. Kama I like the climate controls of this particular model. Inanikumbusha kuongea ukweli the newer RAV4s venye ziko na hiyo ka feel tu kazuri. You can just control them easily. The buttons I also like to be functional, is a volume. So for this particular model we have the Bose sound system whereby ziko punchy. Unaisikia tu, that's the Bose sound system. Iko quite punchy na zita last very long, zinakuanga very nice. Ni kama the Meridian sound system find in Volvos. Hii sasa ni ya kukusaidia tu control the menus. Easy tools ni very easy. We have an electric parking brake and I've shown you it's a push to start. These are the buttons to hit your seats, and also you can hit your steering wheel kama unahitaji, but sidhani Kenya unahitaji hizi sana unless it's very very cold, unless uko na shida juu hizi zita warm up pia your car haraka sana, na unless hizo tu ndo basically the functionality buttons here. Uko na DVD player, but sijui nani atatumia hizo in this generation. Down here we have a 12 volt socket whereby unaweza connect to your adapter and uendelee relatively well. We have a very spacious glove box right here yenye iko na an Alcantara feel on the inside na ina feel too quite special. On the driver side tukikuja hapa, you can pair your phone on this particular vehicle. Unaweza pair Bluetooth. So using these buttons unaweza command your vehicle iweze ku pick the call. Unaweza increase the volume as well from the driver side hapa, na unaweza lower as well. You can just pick the calls using this button. Unaweza leta the information menu hapa pia, and ukikuja on the other side of the steering wheel you can set your cruise control, ama unaweza itoa, unaweza eka the modes. Sasa kuna ka screen kadogo on the driver side, kuna 3 speedometers. Moja inakuonyesha ya RPMs, ingine ni your speed, na ingine sasa ni your fuel gauge and temperatures, mileage. For example, the mileage on this particular vehicle is 147,000, and other bits and pieces right there. Ukiendelea mbele sasa, on the other side of the driver we have the technology sasa ziliongezwa na Mazda, where unaweza zi turn on and off, which ni kama the iStop. The iStop naweza sema ni kama the start and stop feature found in other brands. Unaweza zipata kwa Toyota sana. The start and stop, ukifika kwa jam unasimama. Mostly watu wengi wana recommending tu uzizime, preserving your spark plugs. The other thing we have in the traction control, whereby ukiiweka on, gari yako basically ina engage all 4 wheels. This is not an all-wheel drive, it is a front-wheel drive only. But ukiweza engage the traction control, utapata gari yako itakuwa inaweka the electric motors running on the rear wheels active, kuipea more further traction where need be. Sawa, tukiendelea, we have the parking sensors whereby unaweza press the button and turn it off as well. And we have the lane keeping assist. Watu wengi hawazipendi juu unaweza kuwa umetime ku overtake vizuri, but gari yako inaona hauko safe, ikatai usonge. So azazizima pia. We have the camera button right here, and we have the button I showed you whereby unaweza itumia ku open the trunk. The rest of these buttons ni kama hii za ku adjust the mirrors, and they're quite easy to use. Yeah, so the other bit of technologies ziliongezwa na Mazda ni kama the G vectoring design, whereby hiyo inaongeza tu the stability, kuna the dynamic stability, DSC, yeah, the dynamic stability control. Inaongeza tu stability ya gari when cornering, which I really appreciate. Siko sure kama Mazdas actually zinakuanga na the technology ya mataa, ainanga actually. Wish ingekuwa nayo ile kama ya Subarus ya eyesight ile ya mataa, sijui nimesahau jina, inakuanga SR something, steering responsive SRH, yes, SRH mode. Ishi ingekuwa nayo pia, but juizi ni Mazda, hizi zinachomanga watu usiku. The LED lights on this particular model zinakuanga very very bright, whereby ukitaka ku access the lights kama Toyota tu ziko hapa juu. This is the wipers, and that's it. In the rear seats of the Mazda CX-5, these are the wooden trims that I was showing in the front seats. Sijua kwa kamera iko inaonekana, but this is the wooden trim. The leather pia kwa the armrest ni leather, and the whole door actually ni leather, which ina feel tu vizuri. We have leather car pockets on all the seats. We have the AC right here, and the seats ni perforated leather as well, whereby una appreciate tu hiyo feel ya hizi viti. They're quite comfortable sana. So adding to the premium feeling of these seats, I will consider this vehicle a 4-seater. Basically juu ya hii lamp, mimi nasemanga nikiona hii lamp consider hiyo gari 4-seater, ama the middle passenger atakuwa congested. Na in order pia uappreciate hii gari kama 4-seater zaidi, umepewa only 2 cup holders, and right here we have a spot yenye iko na 2 USB ports. Unaweza tumia kucharge devices zenyu hapa nyuma, watu wawili tu. You only have 2 buttons whereby unaweza tumia ku warm up the seats. So basically hii CX5 consider tu 4-seater. Sisi sema muizidishe sana for the comfort of everyone. Juu kama hii kiti sija adjust, legroom iko adequate, headroom na knee room iko adequate. Hii dirisha tu inaniboa haendi chini kabisa, but ukiweza kuwa hapa tu umeplug in your device, kachai kako hapa, sunroof, uko na AC na wagonga hapo, una cruise tu vizuri. Unaweza enjoy either being chauffeured ama also you're the one being driven around. You will appreciate every amenity being put to this particular model. So tuongelee why buy this car for 3.5 million Kenya shillings. If you're interested in buying this particular model, I will really advise you to consider it. This particular model right now, it's going at 3.5 million Kenya shillings. That's already discounted, considering the fact that Kenyan taxes are crazy at the moment. Utapata pia, this is a full spec. A full spec inamaanisha haijacha kitu yoyote. The only things I think wageongeza labda ni the hydraulic struts za kushikilia bonnet, and that's it. Hii gari ingekuwa perfect kwangu. Ukiconsider hizo, hii gari interior exterior itakubamba all the time. Ijacha anything lacking. Uipate in white, in wine red, in the black color, any full spec haita kudisappoint. And it being a Mazda in the 2nd generation, iko quite reliable. The engine wise performance haitawahi kufeel, being a diesel kwanza turbocharged. Kama umesikia stories za watu own diesel kwa masafara marefu, hawajawahi kuwa na anything negative to say. They have appreciated the power delivery found in the Mazda, and also in their cornering department siko quite stable. They hug the road quite nicely. So this particular model compared to its competitors as well, tukiingia the Nissan S-Trail, Mitsubishi Outlanders, unless una consider the lower years za huko 2015, 2013s, 2012s, most of these particular models utapata zikirange relatively the same price, na hizo ni base models. So I think this particular model iko priced exactly where it should be, and if you are interested you can just contact me and ndaweza kuorganize venye hii gari itakufikia. So thank you for tuning in to Drive Dive, and see you on the next episode.